Hi there, my name is Nazir Mate and I'm with my co-founder, Jean-Luc Mwanza, and we are here to present you our project, Inkulumo Research Lab. So what are we trying to solve?
So the problem that we are trying to tackle is the problem in the deaf community space, where the deaf community is not integrated in normal day-to-day life. For example, in Zoom meeting at work or in the classroom where there's a lecturer that is speaking and they're not feeling like they're part of it. So how are we trying to solve?
So we are going to build a software so that will come in a mobile app or a web type, whereby you have an avatar that will sign for you. So if someone says something in a language, let's say English, it will then be translated into sign language on the application, and then vice versa. Also, if I want to translate from sign language to also a spoken language, I can do that over the application. So what is our skill set?
Okay, that's a good question. You may be wondering, who are these people that are trying to build this? Like, we have some expertise, like very good programmers. We've done a few things, like each of us, like we've built a few applications, and we are very comfortable with doing this. So that's mostly my skill set. I don't think I need to go down deep in detail.
So looking into the SDG goals, the Sustainable Development Goals, we have identified 3 for now. Can you help us to mention?
One of them is quality education, which the UN is so big on, which we think this solution will solve that problem somehow, because now the deaf community can be integrated in normal day universities or high school and stuff, not feel like they're excluded. And the second SDG is decent work and economic growth, which again the UN is so big on. And we're just trying to integrate the deaf community in normal work life, where if they have to participate in an online meeting, they don't have to feel excluded and they can have translation in real time. What's the third one?
And that one, we are looking into reduced inequalities. As my co-founder has mentioned, that imagine in an education place whereby now you can have people who can speak in the deaf community in one classroom. Thereby we're reducing inequalities, allowing everyone to feel part of the normal education system or whatever system that they will be going through. So that's the SDGs we are focusing on right now. There is more, but we are limiting ourselves to this for now.
And just to talk about the progress of how far we are with the solution so far, we've built a small prototype, like in phases. We started with few pre-recorded videos where with labels, when you put a text and then you just choose that pre-recorded video. But what we're planning to do next is we have a collaboration that is ongoing, but we haven't signed everything yet, with a school that is called eDeaf. That's going to help us with signers that we're going to record, and we're going to train a model on those recording video to be able to assist us with the way we're going to do this. I don't know if you have anything else to add to that.
I think that's enough. And then going into how we are going to generate revenue, we are planning on a subscription based. So for organizations, they will have a certain subscriptions. Let's say for universities, we have a based subscription for that university that you can use all throughout the school. And then for also individuals as people, you can have the application on your phone and have a monthly subscription based on how you use the application. We also want to ensure that it's accessible to rural areas and to everyone who might need it.
I'm glad you mentioned about rural areas, because that leads us into the next question, which is our competitive advantage. Our competitive advantage, I think, is the fact that we're going to have a software that is helping with the South African Sign Language, because I don't think there's something like that yet. Mostly it's American Sign Language and UK Sign Language, but we're going to have something that is locally based. That's, I think, so far, that is our competitive advantage, which we're trying to push even further to translate it into most of our South African languages and see how far we can go with that.
That's what Inkulumo Research Lab is based. So thank you for your time, thank you for listening to us, and thank you for considering us.